Welcome to the Scott Outpost Investigators podcast. I'm your host, Softy Mage, and we got a co-host named the chap from Canada,
Hello.
and we got
Hey.
a new guest here. Dio is bored. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I've been called Dio for some reason. I forget who exactly did it. Might have been
that
Softy
that
himself.
that was me. I called you Dio. It is Dio.
So
So
yes,
today,
Vivian Sempier.
yeah. So today we're gonna be talking about our initial thoughts on Shiyu, and then our strategies as well for Shiyu defense as of. Oh my goodness, I keep on forgetting the dates. It is August 29th, I think it came out. So yeah, August 29th for the Shield defense. And then we will talk about the deadly assault from the previous week as well. And then we'll go into the off topic of our polling plans for 2.2 and 2.3 since all the drip marketing came out.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you guys' initial thoughts on Shiyu defense this week?
I
Uh,
mean, no Cantor. Life is
Okay.
good.
I thought it was pretty relatively easy, give or take. Like the Cantor last week was definitely a lot of people's sticking point. He was very tanky.
I
Um,
tried. Oh, go ahead.
just he was very tanky. He sucked.
He did suck for the run and bun challenge. It took me like 3 minutes each time, whether any team I did for that challenge, I just could not get it within a good time period. For last week, I think the best time for that run and bun challenge was like 9 minutes, 11 seconds, and I just submitted that, and everybody else
Dang.
got it in 3 minutes. So,
Yeah, that's just rough, my friend. But
but yeah,
Yeah,
this week, let's go back to this week.
this week was pretty easy. I guess I should say I with a pretty built account, it was pretty easy. I didn't struggle with anything this week. Everything was everything was under 2 minutes for strive for me, so didn't even
I,
like stress about the time.
I I had to remember how to circle up mobs for at least the last two.
oh yeah, it is nice getting used back to grouping.
Yeah.
Um,
The Jester, what was it? The Miasmic Spawns. I've never seen those guys before, so I was very interested to see how they played, and then I just whipped through them, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just not learn them then.
Yeah.
that's basic enemies for you.
Well, I mean, if you bring Nicole, you're gonna you're gonna be doing some work. I don't really know what else to say. Nicole is
Well,
just so good at grouping them up that almost any
yeah, well,
DPS can take advantage of it.
even though the Miasma Spawns are ether resistant, so, but they still are will
Yeah,
be grouped out. So the just looking at that, the description on the Jester and the Miasmic Spawn, he's not really weak to ether resistance. Oh wait a minute, I'm missing what I'm seeing. So Jester, heroic Jester, is weak to ether or is resistant to ether. It's the Miasmic Spawns are actually um not weak to ether.
yeah. I don't think it really matters when it comes to Nicole. She's just good at grouping them up and taking their defense down. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Nicole don't care.
I
You can send her
mean,
against.
So yeah,
all things
Yishwen.
considered, um, the team you want to use against it is something along the lines of Alice Vivian, Jane Vivian, and in that case, the ether resistance is more of a suggestion
Yeah, I would agree. I'm trying to think. Like the whole damage resistance really only matters for your stunners and your damage, like your actual damage dealers. Your supports don't really need to care about it as much because that's their job, is to support your damage dealer. I guess the only one
Unless
who
you're a
would
stunner.
care would, yeah, even then, like Trigger, if you just run her for the extra damage and not necessarily the stun, you'll be getting her buff value. I was more gonna say like supports like Sokaku care more because a lot of their utility comes from the sheer amount of ice that they throw on the enemy. So
Yeah. Wouldn't be getting many freezes in that case.
no, no. For yeah, I don't know. I cleared easy. I was even trying some like inoptimal meme teams, and none of the bosses. Like I guess if you wanted to say there was a pain point, the assault bomber on 70, he's a bit of a pain, but he's always a bit of a pain. He's just
I don't
he was
like
fine
that
this
he.
week.
I don't like the fact that he runs away for some of his attacks.
Yeah. The frog is a little annoying.
Yeah,
Oh,
the what's it? The
smoke bomb.
terror raptor, is that what it is?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Pteroraptor and the assault bomber both sort of run away sometimes.
And that can be annoying. That can be tremendously annoying, and I can understand why some people might rub against that, especially Terror Raptor. Like he was easy this week because he wasn't like the final boss. But man, when they toss him on Shiyu 7, that gets real annoying because he becomes super super tanky.
Yeah. Um
Oh,
I mean, so honestly, did anyone run through it with like Yanagi for shield buffs or
nah. I
Uh,
ran through with Alice and Jane for most of it, but when I went back and I did like Evelyn and Ellen, Sanby, I was completely fine. Like
yeah,
I'm sure
How's
if,
the
I'm sure
candy
if you
feel?
have I'm sure if you have Yanagi and Alice, this would have been a cakewalk this week. But I went through with Alice and cleaned house.
Checks out. Checks out.
I was using Jane and then I powerhouse Miyabi through the other half because I don't have a good electric DPS. Again, I've just been neglecting my Haramasa for the last month and a half. So
Listen, I
Understood.
respect you for that.
Yeah, the whole I don't know. It was just an overall pretty chill Shiyu. You can really tell though that they're gearing up for Seed, considering all the Electric Week enemies. So
yeah,
I imagine when Seed comes out a few days, they will probably dominate this Shiyu. If I had to wager, I don't know. It's almost like they do that every patch, but
well, here's the thing about the buff this week. It says electric physical increased 20% anomaly proficiency by 40. Um, that's basically what was last week's. And then they also have upon hitting an enemy with a basic EX special, whatever, ultimate increased 20% and crit damage by 40%. So yeah, the second part of it is of the buff is more of attack based, but it was a generic buff like last week too. Last time, I mean.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not your HP percent like we used to see for like 3 straight Shiyu.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it definitely does help when they have a more generic buff on Shiyu instead of an ultra hyper specific one. You can really feel the difference between like a generically good buff and one that is like, if you're on the moon on a Tuesday, then you'll get 20% extra damage.
Oh, I'm reading through it. Does anyone else see a typo?
Yes, there is a typo. It's right.
Okay.
Anomaly
Okay.
proficiency increased by 40.
Before. Okay. I wonder if I was delusional today.
Nope.
You actually are wearing your glasses and can read at the moment. That's good.
No, I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm looking at it with one eye closed at my face.
So
Actually, I'm nearsighted, I think it's called.
nearsighted is you can see close.
Yeah, so I just throw it in front of my face and I can read it.
Yeah, so it's nice when we have a Shiyu with a general buff, and it's been like that for the next little bit. But I have a feeling they might get very attack centered the next few weeks, considering we're having
Double attacker.
double attacker, triple attacker if you count Ella or Evelyn, and then like they're gonna probably be pushing it, and I would imagine you're gonna see a lot of fire week coming up, and a lot of electric week.
I wouldn't say this rotation has even felt triple anomaly, other than like maybe last DA,
Yeah.
but honestly, it's been kind of tame. So we might not see the most crazy things. Probably just two generalist buffs again. Maybe a little bit more focused on the crit.
Yeah, maybe. We'll definitely have to see. Well, I guess we do know, right? We do know. I haven't paid
Technically,
attention.
but we'll leave it for next week to talk about Shiyu. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't pay attention to that stuff, so I don't know. But I assume people do know. So yeah.
So, do we want to talk about anywhere about some tips on Assault Bomber or the Jester again? Because I know we did last time Jester was out. We did talk about him throwing the darts, and I noticed that yes, it is the second or third dart he throws will be yellow, and you can parry that to knock him down. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the only one I would think of.
I have something for Jester, but it's mostly a like if Miasma hit support ult, just because ults clear Miasma pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like just hit him.
Yeah,
Like-
honestly,
Like you just kind of hit him. I don't know. Like you can parry it, and it will help you a lot, but there's nothing like these bosses this week are kind of just like fundamentals bosses. They're like you play good, you'll do good, and if you play bad, you'll do bad. There's no like specific jank like last week with Flame Cantor and whatever the twins were. I don't remember what they're called. Where you have to jump through a bunch of hoops in order to actually get them in a fast time. Everything this week is kind of just generic. Group them up and smack them.
you do got to watch for the Assault Bomber, his flaming sword, because that deals a lot of damage.
And he can't be staggered during that. I guess that would
That
be
is
another
true.
thing. He cannot be staggered. So you bear that in mind, but again, it's mostly just play good, get good.
Get used to
Bueno.
weaving dodges.
Yeah,
Yep.
dodging was another thing that you had to get good at for this one, at least for that side.
Yeah, I've used to struggle with weaving dodges in with their counters and attacking. It just depends on the attack string. You got to get used to it.
Yeah, my only suggestion for Jester is actually having either all three defensive assists for it, because that way you can make sure you block that dart, and then for the assault bomber, at least making sure you're very evasive with your characters.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, characters who are evasive will probably. I guess if there was anything to say about like characters this week that would probably be good against them, characters that like dodging will probably greatly enjoy uh doing their thing. Like Jane and Sanby would probably be.
Well,
They'd probably be pretty good.
I'd say Jane's better with Jester. Probably throw a Sambi at it and watch her fix the issue. But yeah,
Yeah, characters who who greatly appreciate dodging will probably do well, just because it's such a fundamental
Game mechanic.
game.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I should say a character that'll probably struggle this week is probably Zhu Yuan, just because like most of the bosses are ether resistant,
Mm-hmm.
and so like
I
maybe don't run her, but you should already know that. You'd probably run something else.
You can one Yish one as well, at least against the other side, which is not usually ether weak, but at least that'll help you through grouping.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, I agree that Zhu will be a harder character to play during this one because of the ether resistance.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do
I
we want
mean,
to
I
talk
don't.
about? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't. There's not really a whole lot to talk about for this.
I could talk about Terroraptor for hours, but he's not in GU7.
Well, I was
Um,
just gonna say it's you 5 and 6. What are we gonna say about that?
Well,
Thugs Machine. Thugs are easy. Um,
it,
Mini Typhon can be a bit annoying, but Terroraptor's the really big annoyance here.
yeah, Terroraptor is more like just a pain character, or not character, enemy in general. I don't think that's necessarily because he's tough. I think it's because he's just really annoying because he gets so many iframes, right? Like if you don't kill him right away, he'll start flying and there's nothing you can do about it. So sucks to suck, I guess.
I do remember. I didn't try it, but I was trying to, but was not able to. The Savadra said a couple weeks ago or last week that if you could parry the bolt for Terroraptor, and I tried it. I tried to get it, but I don't think I got my timing right. So I have to play it again to see if I can get that timing right for that.
Yeah, it's yeah, it like I don't know. Maybe I'm just oversimplifying it, but I cannot stress enough this week that it is kind of just a hit it very hard week.
Yeah,
Agreed.
if
I
you
mean,
if you throw enough damage numbers at these guys, they'll go down. No.
If someone hasn't done it already and just wants to run straight through it, I'd recommend first team a physical anomaly base, either being Vivian Jane or Alice Yuzu if you have it all. Piper will make up for anything. Um, and then on the second side, any sort of electric damage will do you well.
Yeah, this entire 5, 6, 7, just being able to do electric damage. Like if you have Yanagi, if you have Harumasa, if you have Sanbi, hell, even if you have Grace, you'll probably do decent enough as long as you know, just keep blasting them.
I always like in Shiyu's when the waves are consistent in their weaknesses, because that way you don't have to swap teams, you don't have to like mess with stuff. It's always just pick the team. If you're confident in it and you think you're good, you should be able to run straight through it.
Yeah. For side 1 though, it kind of bounces around. Like it's physical all the way down. Like
Sometimes it's ice.
like 5 is ice, 6 is fire, and 7's electric. So if you don't have Alice or Jane, it might be a bit tougher of an ask. I know that on number 5, I tested it with an Ellen team. Ellen, Lycon, Nicole did well enough. I know number 6, I did a couple Evelyn teams, like Evelyn, Caesar, Jufufu, or Evelyn, Caesar, Lucy. You could do that. And then for 7, it's kind of the same thing of like, if you have Yanagi or whatever, and you're not using it for the bomber, then you'll probably be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like 90% sure Piper can get through that with a good tap.
Yep, good
Yeah.
side DPS for Piper. You do good.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what else to say. This week's pretty simple.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly. Too easy.
But
So I think we're done with Shiyu. Do we have anything to say about DA? Bosses, the Miasma Priest, Typhon Destroyer, and Dead End Butcher. Are we
Butcher
glad
is-
that Butcher?
Butcher
Let's go to
spins
Butcher.
are annoying.
yeah, Butcher's way too tanky for his own good. Like,
Oh yeah, and it's just gonna get worse.
yeah.
That's what I
Honestly, the
hear.
most annoying part of Butcher for me is I have an urge to hit defensive assist, and if I so much as touch that button, I'll lose 20 seconds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Butcher just has so much like, I don't know how to describe it. You need someone who can trigger disorder really fast. Otherwise, he stacks up his buff and there's no damage you can do. So like obviously Miyabi, but like even then if your Miyabi's not that well built, you might struggle with him.
So
Like-
my best team against Butcher was Vivian, Sokaku, and Miyabi, and just switch between the disorders for ice and frost and corruption. Was able to basically make him unmovable during the whole fight. I'm pretty sure Yuzu Ice would also do pretty well as well, or just Mono Ice would do well, but yeah, that was my teams for him. Anything with Vivian or Miyabi would probably you can at least stop him in his tracks for some of his moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vivian is still one of the best units to invest in, and this isn't just me being a Vivian sim totally. Uh,
You're so right, bestie.
I know I am.
I'm glad I got my M1 by accident.
Oh yeah,
I just got her because I wanted Vivian. I also wanted Hugo, but we're not going to talk about that.
Also, I could talk about Typhon's fire resistant being a figment of your imagination, but
we
like,
can go. We can go straight to Typhon now. Yeah, Typhon. I ran with Evelyn the other night against him and was okay, even though I struggled to keep Evelyn alive.
oh yeah, that's an issue sometimes you could have with very on-field DPSs with Typhon. He is kind of aggressive and does a fair bit of damage. It's sort of the same with Red Pompeii. Um, but otherwise, his fire resistance is propaganda. Um, Nothing else.
Yeah,
The
he's. Go on.
I don't know. I was just gonna say that it's nice having electric back in the rotation because I
Okay, electric.
yeah. Well, we have so many of them,
Yeah,
and we're getting
and we're
another.
just they're just Hoyoverse is just like, here, have another electric attacker. No, I don't want one. That's too bad.
And then yeah, Miasma Priest. I don't know. They've been on the rotation for a while now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple. Anomaly is gonna struggle. Ice is gonna struggle. Miyabi don't.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, don't use Miyabi on Miasma Priest. It's a struggle.
yeah, because Anomaly is already kind of mid against it. Um,
I was able to see some
Ice
people
is
power
already
through
bad.
that with
Yeah,
Anomaly.
but
At least Alice.
it's more the fact that you have to power through it, which makes it the issue. Um,
Mm-hmm. Going back to Typhoon Destroyer, I did on my run a all A team Corin, Nicole, and Pulchra, and everybody says he's a punching bag, and yes, he is can be an easy punching bag for at least an A team. So if you got a strong A team that can go against Typhon, you can do it. You can get that 20k.
yeah, and before I was doing non-stars, I would struggle to even get six. Typhon was one of the easy ones where it would just be like, I know I'm going to get all the performance points real easy on this. So just it's easy to squeeze out the 1 or 2 star.
Yeah.
One last thing to remember for Typhon. Yes, you can have a evasive assist on him, and that's the same for Miasmic Priest. But once you get to the point where he does the parryable attacks rapidly, it'll always be the defensive assists that pop up for your team. I think I've ran into it once or twice where it actually did the evasive assist, but that's just because I didn't do my timing right. So
Yeah.
I actually don't have that insight. It's always been I've always run 3 defensives.
So every so often when I've been doing Typhon, yes, Pulchra's evasive assist will go up when I hit it for the the 3 parries, but I think it's just because the characters that are on the field that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just automatically move towards it.
As per usual, if you're wanting to find a place to fit Caesar, Miasma Priest is wonderful. Just save
Typhon
ult
is
for the
also
Miasma
wonderful.
and you're good. Because if any character's been really good at like running through Miasma, it's been Caesar. Other than just doing defensive assists.
Hmm. The shield does help sometimes.
Well, that's like half the reason you run Caesar sometimes, but I mean, she really is just like a jack of all trades character. Like if you need a slot filled on your team, I don't know. You can't get more flexible than Caesar as long as your team is literally not Zhu Yuan and Astra. You can fit Caesar on your team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
I mean,
yes,
we could look at the buffs on
we
DA.
We could,
we could, but
but they've been out for a week, and it's really just
Yeah.
disorder on Butcher. Miasma Priest's defensive assist will get you points, and then Typhon was also a defensive assist gets you points. That's really the only thing that matters for the buffs, really.
Yeah.
yeah, and I guess I should say that these buffs are again like Shiyu, pretty general. So that means like you won't be struggling. Like some weeks the buffs are atrocious.
Yeah.
Like
Sometimes we have HP plus 100%, sheer force plus 30, and it's like, oh, I wonder who that's for.
gee, interesting.
Of course, in a month or two, that'll change. But
So
Well, of course.
by a month or two, we'll say next week. I just had it pulled up here. We have the new boss for DA, which is called I actually will just say it's boss 2.2, and then we'll have Miasmic Fiend back again, and then Miasmic Priest again will be there. So it'll basically be a Miasma DA for the next that'll be coming out next week.
yeah, it's gonna be rough. Um,
Better have those stunners or your defensive assists ready, and also the ultimates is what I was gonna say. Make sure you have those ready for those windows, miasma windows.
yeah, I've seen quite a few people choke with the ultimate against the priest, using it right as the chance starts instead of waiting for the end of it, or right out of the first stun before the miasma actually goes out. Something that I'm not sure everyone knows, you still accumulate days in the miasma phase.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yep.
you do. It's super weird to think about because like
You don't see
you
that
don't
bar.
you don't get any feedback on it.
You
So
can you can only see the number, and most people aren't looking at the number.
Well, that is good to know. I know that sometimes when I'm in miasma, I'm like pretty close to stun anyways. So I never really noticed it that much, but it does make more sense that yes, you still get a stun bar. Technically, it's just that they don't show it because of the miasma takes over
Yeah.
the stun bar.
almost
If
makes
you're
me
super
wish.
sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, almost makes me wish they just added a third bar.
If you're concerned about it, the number in which the percentage of your days is still shown beside the health bar.
At the top, yep.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
I. Uh,
Um, I mean that's about all I can say.
Sounds good.
it's
Parrying
we're
Butcher is a
we're
pain.
we're in kind of a we're at the end of a patch, so it's kind of we're going through the motions when it comes to all of the late game content.
Yep.
They did say that they will be adding something new, some new rotating mode or something like that. I don't know what it's really about, but
I
I
must
did
have missed
hear it on
that.
the wind.
All I know about the special program is that Sambi don't need a buff. If they're buffing Sambi, I'm gonna be concerned. Um,
I think Jane needs it first, honestly.
uh, honestly, if it wasn't for Vivian, I'd agree. But I think we should just move on.
Yep. Let's
Yeah.
go for pulling plans since we were talking about the future. What is your plans for pulling in 2.2?
I'm definitely going to be trying to
Uh,
get Seed and Orpheus.
I,
Then whatever happens after that will entirely depend on how much polychrome I have.
let's see. It's definitely two rough patches for me because I like Seed as a character. I don't particularly like a DPS's gameplay style or attackers as a gameplay style. Um, so I'm probably just gonna double skip. Um, and depending on how close the next Vivian rerun is, that depends on whether I roll on 2.3. I do love Lucia's design though.
Yeah, so my
Everyone's talking about Yadhari, but Lucia.
Before we go to 2.3, I'm going to actually probably skip 2.2 as well. Um, just because I gonna actually learn how to play Haramasa and get relearn how to play Haramasa and actually use them for that patch. And then I'm gonna just power through with him for the electric weave bosses. For and then Orphe, I did have an interest, but I'd rather go for 2.3, which is oh my goodness, Lucia and Idari. I am more simping for Idari than I thought I would. Every person I've shown Idari to for my friends, they're like, "Oh, yep, that's Gunnar."
Yeah.
I like characters with hammers.
Yeah, that
That's my
too.
I
only
also like
selling point
characters
for
with hammers.
Yadari. I've absolutely adored Coleta.
What'd you say, Chap?
Still use her.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I also like characters with hammers, but the community has been vocal. Let's call it vocal about
I've,
Yudari.
I've heard some people outside of the community be very vocal about Yadari for differing reasons.
Yeah, so the fact that it's another ice DPS is one thing people are concerned about, but I don't really care about that fact. I just like the character, and I do probably need another ice DPS rather than just Miyabi for my account, so that's why I'm definitely gonna pull for her.
I mean, honestly, I think she'll be fine even against Priest. She might not have an easy 20k, but with some good commitment and good execution. Seeing as I've seen Hugo's get 20k, and Hugo does not have a good matchup against Priest.
Yeah, I heard the funny things you have to do against Priest to get Hugo to work.
Yeah, I can't vouch. My only ice DPSs are Ellen and Miyabi, and Ellen is just like the solidest solid mid tier you can have. So
That's
I don't
fair.
know. And we all half of the people, half of all Z players just have Miyabi because she's Miyabi. So
Yep.
shrug.
Fox
Are you
170 centimeters with ears.
My
Yeah,
only
exactly.
question is Lucia, the fact that we got another support so quickly for, I don't know, what we're pretty sure it's for the Rupture class, but I meant like another support in general that is Ether. Does that really concern you guys, or are you just happy we get another support S rank?
I mean, we don't talk about leaks here, so
Well, I know, no, I know that. My guess is it's going to be Rupture, but I'm just stating that
I
um
It's
the
almost certain.
it's almost certain, but I'm just stating that it's the fact that we have another support that's coming out already, and we just had one come out. What was it 2.1? So basically, right next to each other.
They're likely just trying to bring balance to all the different damage sources. Uh, because Astra has been kind of running every single team for since release, and even now she still has some anomaly teams where you prefer, um, although rare.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just trying to give other options to the other damage types.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, from sorry.
I'm glad that they are adding the supports to get rid of, or not get rid of, but to make Astra not like a dependent on a lot of teams. So, because yeah, Astra has been a powerhouse for a while, and it's just because her gameplay is you just start with her and then you don't touch her ever again until you want to use her ultimate.
I mean, yeah, we got an Astra rerun before we saw another S rank support. So,
Yeah.
um,
Any?
I was gonna say something, but it's all has to
Go
do
ahead.
with leagues. So,
Oh yeah, let's not go further into leaks, but
yeah,
anything else
it
we want to
just
say about our
falling.
polling plans?
No,
Uh,
I'm pretty bare bones with mine. I'm gonna try for the characters, and then that's it.
I might try for Lucia Yodhari, but depends on the Vivian. I need more Vivian.
Vivian's not even well, we don't know if she's gonna be back in whatever, but I'm
Listen, if she ain't back 2.3, she might be back 2.4, and I'd be caught with my head through a window. And
uh, yeah. It is 42 minutes. This is where I thought the podcast would be normally for the time that we'd shoot for. But do we want to say anything about the new patch of 2.2 before we go that we're excited about?
I
I
mean,
mean,
Seed story seems fun, or the opposite of fun, depressing.
see, okay, my opinion on Seed's story is that story made me want just Seed Senior more than I do Seed Junior. He seems way cooler.
Yeah, true. Who
Yep.
knows? Maybe we'll see a return of Seed Senior. That's all I
Please.
could hope for. Give the bring him back. Bring him
M-
back, Hoyoverse. And my
Maybe
life
they'll
is your.
maybe they'll actually make a second character and call it Seed Senior.
Well,
No, no.
I don't think so.
I don't.
That's
I don't
only a
think that's the right
wish.
way to go about it. Just revive our boy. He can come back.
Yeah. That was a touching story. The trailer that they had for Seed in general that came out, that was touching. So yeah, I can't wait for the actual story. I haven't actually played the 2.1 story yet because I was just gonna do 2.1 and 2.2 at the same time.
I mean, it really makes you appreciate the fact that Zhu Yuan has minimal trauma. Each and one of these stories.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
So,
got distracted by something. So
that's all right. So we'll end the podcast here. Chap, where can we find you?
you can find me in a lot of weird places, but in related to Zenless Zone Zero, you'll find me usually in the Battle Hub. Our little PvP community that we've got going.
Yeah. And then Dio, where can we find you?
Oh God, how many places? Battle Hub, Kete's server, Kete's Saturday streams, and my own YouTube channel. But it's not like I post much other than hating on Haramasa. So,
And I
I don't know how
myself,
much that matters.
that's all right. As long as you post seldomly, it's all good. I myself post DA runs with a twist on them. So yeah, my last couple ones were an A rank team and then some sound music effects on during the DA runs. So go check them out. Go check our channels out, and definitely join the Battle Hub because we want more people to join so that way we can have more contenders when we have people looking for groups, looking for matches.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever want to try PvP, we can link that also in the description below on how to get into PvP.
And don't be afraid to ask. There's
Yep,
lots of people there who will.
Listen,
We are
I've been
all
bothered by 8 people how to get into PvP yesterday. I ain't bothered by nothing. I asked for this.
So yeah, we are more than happy to help you. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys later. Checking out.
Yep. See ya.